Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Portsmouth. Now, in the last month we had, well, a mixed bag of games, but we did manage to finish it off with a win against Wigan and that excellent result against Leeds in the FA Cup at home, which put us into the 5th round. Now, we've had a slightly less convincing month. I think we were bound to have a month like this at some point this season, and it just happened to come right now. So let's just get straight into things, basically. First game of the month, though, actually started quite well. Our home to Rotherham was just a good, solid performance. Like, as you can see, we had 60% possession in a game that we play counter-attacking in. So that just shows you how poor Rotherham genuinely were in this one. Jerome Sinclair put us in front on 16 minutes, which was excellent. And then Mantom's last ditch back, and I gotta tell you, like, one of those ones where I don't see why it was a penalty. It didn't even look like it was inside the box. And I mean, it's nice to see us get one of these up for once, I guess, but still, it's so annoying when you see those happen. And I know this one went for us, but still, it shouldn't be in the game. Griffiths also picked up a knock again in this game. He does seem to be getting quite a few injuries lately, which is a little bit annoying. In terms of like play, I mean, look, we were definitely the better side. I mean, you could have just known that from looking at the game. We deserved to win this one. 5 clear cuts, 3 half chances, just generally quite dominant in this game, and we got the 2-0 win, which kept us going at the top end of the league. And well, actually, it's what well, we've had those 2 championship defeats in a row there against Sheffield Wednesday and Birmingham, which did cost us a little bit. No, 2 wins in a row, back in business. In our next game, though, we had an away trip to Burnley, and like, I hold my hands up and say that they probably deserve to win this based on the stats of the game. So, I mean, we'll just go straight to the stats, and I'll show you what I mean by that. 7 half chances, 4 clear cut chances. They probably deserve to win the game, but what I didn't like is the 2 goals. So, the first goal, yet again, goalkeepers, they move so far out of the goal, and it just leaves this giant gap, and all they have to do, like, it makes it very easy to score sweaty goals on this game, because I don't know, the keepers just seem to leave these giant gaping holes. It doesn't seem to be fixed for me. That area still needs a lot of work. And the second goal was just one of those ones where the ball is ricocheting around and your defender clears it off the player and it goes in. It's annoying because we were actually doing okay in this game and suddenly found ourselves 2 goals down when we didn't really deserve to be. They had a few more chances in this game, purely because we had to really throw everything at them. Andre Bjork got us back in the game before half-time, but in the second half, we just couldn't get that second goal, and it was annoying. But Burnley are a bloody good side, and I think almost certainly are going to win this division this year. So, we had high hopes going into our next game against Brighton. Unfortunately, that one actually ended up being even worse. We were at home, and yes, you were correct. Everybody decided to get injured in this game, so that was useful. All 3 of my substitutions... No, wait, what we're talking about. So basically, Harrison Reed put Brighton in front early on from a corner. And they were definitely the better side, again, as you can see. Well, we had quite a few 6 half chances. Isn't bad, actually, to be fair, but we just needed to create some better ones. I think maybe 3-1 is a bit flattering on them. And then Solly March made it 2-0. At this point, I decided we had to go for it, basically. But unfortunately, by this point, we'd already lost Charlie Taylor and Jerome Sinclair to injury. So that was 2 of my subs done. And because we had to change to a more attacking style, I had to bring on another substitution, which was actually made at 36 minutes after they scored that, because I was like, we're already 2-0 down now. So we brought on Sam Mantom, took off Shinaz, which means that by half-time, we'd already made all our subs, which meant that when Charlie Musonda was injured in the second half, we had no choice but to play with 10 men. And then, obviously, before that, we conceded a penalty, and I don't know, we seem to concede a lot of penalties when we're 2-1 down in games and we're really dominating. All of a sudden we just seem to concede penalties all the time, and then we lose 3-1. That's happened so many times now, but we still should have done better. But playing with 10 men for those last few minutes, we just couldn't muster anything, and that was suddenly 2 defeats on the bounce, and that's 4 defeats in 6 league games, which has really dropped us down a little bit. In our next game, we had this game against Palace, and this was ridiculous. Like, we were far better than Palace and deserved to win this game by a mile. Like, 29 shots we had, 10 of which were actually on target. Manton put us in front, albeit through a penalty early on in the game, which was fine, and we'll take it. It definitely was a penalty, not the ball passed and the guy took him out. Fine. Then Andy Vyman, who's still playing for Palace, well, he's actually not that old still, scored a good goal and levelled things up. Just after half-time, Jed Wallace sneaks through and scores yet another goal for himself, which is fantastic. It's his 10th goal of the season now. And that was great. We're back in front. But then there's still time for Andy Weimann to nick a late equaliser across to Palace. And you might think, well, okay, fine, 2-2. You know, they had a reasonable amount of shots on target as well. Yeah. We had 10, like, good half chances. 10! The amount of chances we had in this game, I was thinking to myself, there's no way we're going to win this. Because when we went 2-1 up, we had all these chances, and I thought, there's no way it's going to let us have any more than that. So Palace are going to get a chance, and they are going to score, and they did. And yeah, so we had to have a replay against Palace, which is the game you're actually going to be seeing in today's episode instead of the Huddersfield game, because that got pushed back. So that was annoying as well. And then we had an away trip to Leeds, and you know how well we've done against Leeds in the past. We were probably a little bit lucky to get away with this one, in a sense. I don't know how... I mean, yeah, they had a lot of good chances. We actually kept a clean sheet despite conceding 5 clear-cut chances, so, you know, fair enough on that one. We actually escaped with a point from Leeds. For some reason, despite them playing the same tactic that they always do against us, we just couldn't... they just played really well with it in that game. It finally seemed to just work for them against us. They didn't win, though, and that is the key. In our next game, and the most recent game we just played, thank God, we finally got a win. Against Crewe, Andre Bjork again, because obviously Jerome Sinclair has been out for 4 weeks, so Bjork has basically played every game for us this month, and he's done well. Took it around the keeper here and slotted us 1-0 up. And I'll tell you, 6 clear-cut chances to 1, I mean 2 half chances each. When we got this was like before the hour mark, we had our 6, and I just again thought we're not going to win this game because we've had loads of chances and they're gonna score. Thankfully, they actually didn't, and we did manage to get away with this one. As I get away with it, we were much the better side and deserved it. And so there we go. All of that basically leaves us in a very tight spot now. We are 3rd in the championship still, so just where we were before. We've not moved at all this month. The problem now is that we are 3 points from dropping out of the playoff spot. It is very, very tight down there. There's a bit of a gap below there, but that little bit of gap we had has sort of slowly evaporated this month with those poor results against, I mean, some decent sides. I mean, losing against Burnley and Brighton are the teams directly above us in the league who are starting to pull away from everyone now. So I guess that's not so bad. But maybe we should have won at Leeds and that kind of thing. But hopefully we can have some slightly easier games to come soon, which we can hopefully win and get ourselves back on track. You know, it's just one of those things. Maybe the reason we got so far ahead was because we hadn't had a run of tough games. That's the way I like to look at it. Although we did actually do all right against some of the bigger sides in the league. Now, we do have a game in hand on some of these teams as well. So yeah, okay, Brentford are within 3 points of us, but we do have a game in hand. And the same with West Brom. We have a game in hand on them as we do on West Ham. It's Huddersfield, who of course our game in hand is against, which is crucial. If we can win against Huddersfield, we can put ourselves back to being 6 points clear. But that is not for today. We're going to have a little look at the squad first. Top goal scorer, of course, is Jerome Sinclair, still with 19. Jed Wallace is closing behind with 10. Kenneth McAvoy is very nearly fit again. He's very nearly ready to make his comeback, and I think he will either be back in our next game or sometime during the next month. So that would be great to have him back, because Musonda can finally play in a more comfortable position. A little bit more strength to the squad then. Assists-wise, well, Wallace has 19 of those, but Griffiths is really coming along now with 11. He's creating a lot. He's also had the most man of the matches with 6. He's superb. Pass rating, interestingly, Samuel Chinaz actually has an 85% pass rating, and I'm starting to really like him as a player. Yellow cards, Yanko is 7. Red cards, of course, still Mantum. Average rating is Jed Wallace, but John Marcus, well, I can't really count that, but Jed Wallace is our best player currently. So let's get into the game against Palace. I'm going to play the same tactic that we played against them at home. It was our defensive style, and it worked so well, but I think that was because we were the home team. Let's just do a quick pick here to bring Chinaz back into the team. I do have on exploit the flanks, because I don't know, it worked against them before, so we're going to give it a go this time. Actually, wait, I want to turn whipped crosses on, because that worked quite well in the game too. So let's just see. Kenneth McAvoy is actually on the bench here, so maybe he could come on and make a late impact for us, who knows. Be his first game for us in like 4 months, so be very, very glad to get him back in the team. So let's get going and get into this fixture. I'd like to get through, because in the next round, who have we been drawn against? I'll tell you what, we're actually going to be playing the winner of this game here, Everton against Sheffield Wednesday. So, yeah, if Wednesday win that, and we somehow manage to win at Palace, there's always a chance that we could beat Wednesday and get to an FA Cup semi-final. I don't see it happening, but hey, the cup run is always good for the fans, and it brings us in a little bit of extra revenue. Nothing special, it's nothing huge, it's like sort of like 100 grand per round, which is money, but in fairness, it doesn't make much of a dent in the club's budgets, shall we say. I want to see us play like we did in the first game. If we could play like that, we should have no trouble beating them. It's just that one game, everything just went wrong for us. I want to see if we created 10 half chances and 4 clear cuts in that game and still didn't win. Ball down the wing to Yanko. Can he keep it in? He can. And yeah, I thought that was probably going to get cleared. Vyman, watch out for the man on the right hand side. You know where that ball's going to go. It's straight in between. That's a really poor ball from Palace. Murasonda, can he get it away quick enough? He finds Taylor, who's making a little run down the left. Taylor's been complaining about wanting to move to Reading lately, which is annoying, but he's going to give me another year. Osborne through for Wallace at the far post, and it's cleared away. That's a shame. I don't know where the highlight is in this highlight, so to speak. Yeah. Oh, come on. Well, at least it's Vyman that's the one that's got the ball. Means he can't score because he's... Oh, wait, yes he can. Of course he can. Oh, come on. I'm pretty certain that our defender just passed the ball into Nowak. Jesus. It looked like it was a sliding tackle that somehow put it straight into his path. It may have just been a good pass, but it looked to me like it was a sliding tackle, and I guess we're going to find out in a sec. Oh, great. 3 minutes in, though, it's not a sort of sign of the way the game's going to go. It's just one of those things that happen sometimes. Something I'd quite like to happen too would be if this highlight would actually load. Here we go. It looked to me like it was a slide tackle that put the ball there. Yep, yes it was. Brilliant. Well done, guys. Shinaz with some tackling, and yeah, you can pretty much almost hear the hear the air quotes there. But there you go. Hopefully we can come back into this a little bit, but it's not really looking too bright for the first 10 minutes here. There we go. It's finally a shot. Yeah, Haidara will close him down. It's not been a good start. But until we're such time as we're like 2 goals down or something, then I won't start throwing anything, because this tactic does still have a lot of potential. We're not having a good time with it so far. This is going very slowly for some reason. Let's see. The first half does seem to be progressing at an incredibly slow rate, which is really, really strange. We've not had a decent number of shots. We've had 3. Please excuse yourself. Oh, 4. Wow. I mean, they've not had a great deal either, but we're just not really offering anything at the moment. And we may have to change things up. Not just yet, though. I might change some stuff in the tactic, but not like a complete overhaul. Just change some of the instructions, perhaps. It does seem to be going incredibly slowly for some reason at the moment. I can only assume it's because of my computer. We have been a little unlucky, I guess, but we've not really created anything in order to be unlucky about. Their goal was a little bit lucky. Poor defending from Shinaz, though. Okay, right, let's see what we can change. Maybe turn on that. Turn off that. And turn off running at defence. I don't really think... Maybe they're just better defenders, so until we've got players that got better dribbling. I mean, that's why McAvoy is important, and I may well have to give him a little bit of a run out here, sort of 65 minutes kind of time. Give him 25 minutes, get him some match fitness as well. I know he's not in great condition just yet, but it'd be good to get him back on the team and playing a little. Nowak. Oh, somebody put a tackle in on him. Somebody put a... Wow. Williams was in all kind of space there at the far post. Palace definitely put in a much better performance than they did against us in the first game, that's for sure. Oh, wow. That just looked like he kicked that directly out of play, I gotta tell you. Didn't look like a corner to me. Nowak whips it in again, and it's... I think that was headed over, thank God. Palace definitely look like the better side, but as long as it's 1-0, there's always a hope for us. Oh, clear it. Thank you. Jesus Christ, they are really having a go at the start of the second half. Just trying to think what we can do to change it. At the moment, though, still only a goal down. All it takes is 1 goal from us, and this game is level. Ideally, I don't want to go to extra time, though, because we're knackered enough as it is, and we really do need to concentrate on our league play, to be honest. Like, I really do want to have a go at getting in the playoffs this year, and we're doing well. We've not been out of the playoff spots for a very, very long time. Oh, please don't do that. But Palace definitely deserve to win this one so far. I think regardless of what happens in this highlight, whether they score or not, I am going to change things up a little bit and go to our more attacking style of play. Williams is constantly finding space. I really do need to... I thought I'd gone in then. I'll just wait until the end of this highlight. This is presumably just the standard end. Oh, that's quite the clearance there. Nearly hit the dugout. Just going to wait till sort of 65 minutes maybe. Oh no, not a direct kick goal. Oh, Jesus. What? I really want to start finding out how to score those types of goals. They're just little dink. Oh, thank God for that. Okay, but the ones where they just dink it over the wall and it goes in. What is going on with my computer? This is why I can't do games with huge amounts of leagues turned on, because it would just make this even slower. Right, Okay, my mouse appears to have completely disappeared. What is going on? Right, make substitution. What have we even got? I'm going to bring on McAvoy, because Musonda's looking a little bit knackered anyway. We don't have anyone that we can bring off the bench, really. I'm going to bring on Dudgeon. Yeah, I'm going to bring on Dudgeon. I would do the team talk thing, but my mouse is being all strange because the computer's acting up, so I'm just going to go for it. See what happens in the last sort of 25 minutes of this game. I am going to change the system slightly in a sec. Once we get a chance. Right, tactics. And we're going to go to our more. I'm going to keep Chinaz in, actually, because I don't really want to risk making that third substitution just yet. So let's just see how we do here. So sorry about this, guys. I really genuinely do not know what's going on with the game at the moment. I'm almost certain it's my computer doing something stupid in the background like it did during that West Brom game quite a few episodes ago now. Okay, now we're going to have to try and go for this now. There's no use in us sitting and trying to defend this. We've had 2 shots on target the entire game. But Palace still only lead 1-0, and that is... Oh, hello. First goal from a long throw from... Oh. Okay. Let me guess. Boots it down the field to the number 26. Oh, that's a really poor clearance. Bjork looks to the... Oh, he should have looked right. Oh, that's poor. 4 shot. Why didn't he just put a tackle in? Oh, Wyman's in behind now. And I think Weimer's about to score. We've got some men out there. Backman with the save. That's going to be the highlight, though, isn't it? Still only a goal down, though. Can we sneak an equaliser? We really should have won this in the first leg. Not the first leg, you know. The original game, though. That was our big chance at home. And we blew it. By not taking our horrific amount of half chances. I've never seen double figures on any of those stats before. So that was surprising. No, we've just done nothing with this Oh, no, it's Ekbo. Unfortunately, the changes we've made have had absolutely no effect. Palace has settled in for the night, basically. They're quite happy with the 1-0, it would appear. And that's about to be 2-0. There we go. It just did nothing. There was no way we were going to win this game, clearly. Like, usually when you change the tactic, you see something change, but nothing changed at all. In fact, we've not... Well, that's game over now. Long ball over the top. Is Andy Ryman really that quick? Well, what is going on? Right, I'm just going to skip the replay. I'm sorry, guys, because it's just going to be ridiculous otherwise. Just want to get this done so I can find out what is going on, because I don't want us to mess up further recordings. Right, well, it's going to be too late for anything drastic now, but Backman's ball over the top and it's cleared down. Watmore brings it. Palace are playing a very, very high line. The play is very compressed, and if Wallace could turn it around the corner... No, Chinaz. Osborne. Around the corner for Bjork. He's actually got the ball here. Can he make... Oh, no save. Our only real decent chance of the game comes there, and... But my thing is, in the first game or whatever, those are the sort of chances that we were missing, and we had like 14 of them in total. We missed like 6 one-on-ones in that game, and they were blazed wide, just like nowhere near the goal, almost closer to the corner flag kind of chances, you know. I find it hard to believe there's only 1 minute of stoppage time, but I think that might be because I made my substitutions early, and Palace don't seem to have really bothered. Well, we had to go out eventually, and I guess it means that we can now concentrate on the league for the rest of the season. But it's a decent cup run, you know, we got through 2 rounds, which is 2 more than we were expected to, so I guess we can take some heart from that. We just need to try and carry that form into the league and really kick on for the rest of the season, because I really do want to get in the playoffs. It'd be really disappointing to have such a good season and not get in the playoffs. Go on, Ben, have a pop. And it's a good save from the keeper in the end, but I know we've created a couple of things really late on, and that should do it when Hard clears this ball up the pitch, like so. So Palace are through, and they will probably be playing Everton in the next round, since it's find it unlikely that Wednesday would have been able to overcome them in their game. Let's just have a little look. And the final score in the Everton-Sheffield Wednesday game. Yeah. I wish it would... That's annoying. I wish, like, the league, it would show you, like... Oh, wait, we're talking... Oh, they actually did win. Sorry about that. My brain just isn't working today. There we go. So they actually did win, and we would have been playing Sheffield Wednesday in the next round. That's so frustrating. We were that close to actually pulling one up there. So, there you go, guys. Hopefully, if this screen doesn't take too, just show you which game we will be playing in our next episode live com. But we've got Oxford at home next, so that's something that we can hopefully grab ourselves another win in. We won 3-0 at the Kassam, so I'm hoping that we can continue that sort of run and play quite well against them there as well, but we'll just have to wait and see how things go. I'm trying to talk at the moment just to fill in the gap while this screen actually loads, because this is starting to get absolutely ridiculous. The worst thing that could happen right now, though, would be like a crash dump or something, because then I haven't saved this month at all. Yeah, I don't like to save before the live comes because, you know, it's just one of those things. I like to put more pressure on myself in that sense. So, yeah, okay, I don't know why it's taking so long to do this one screen, guys. I'm going to have to cut to when it actually does load in the end, so I'll see you guys in a sec. Right, guys, we're back. That literally took 3 or 4 minutes. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to have to try and figure it out, but the point is I did not want this to mess up the recording. So, yeah, the live comment in the next game will be a game against Leicester. We'll also talk through the youth intake. So we've got some tough games next month, but we do have Oxford at home, West Ham and Huddersfield in there, but we also have games against Millwall, Bournemouth, some slightly more winnable games, so we'll have to see how things go. Anyway, I'm going to end this episode here before this thing crashes and I lose my save game and all that kind of crap. So, if you guys like what you're seeing, please feel free to drop a like on the episode, and if you'd like to even more than that, please feel free to subscribe to our channel for more Portsmouth and Sleeping Giants in your inbox every single day at 5:30 and 8 o'clock, and I will see you guys in the next episode for the Leicester City game. Bye-bye.